everybody, Rosematter here, and welcome to my reaction and discussion for episode 10 of Bocchi the Rock. The last episode, it was kind of more of like a fluff episode after the concert, with Hattori having a little bit of a crisis that summer was coming to an end, and she still hadn't really had any like summer experiences with friends. And the other band members realized that not once did they ask to hang out with Hattori, but Hattori never really reached out to them either. But the girls wanted to make it up to her by like the very last day of summer, like, let's go to a beach town and let's go have fun. And then, hijinks ensued. It was very cute. And Kita and Hattori had like a nice moment on the ride back about how they were going to make more memories together. And we ended the episode with what I was hoping was going to happen, what I predicted was going to happen with school back. There was a poster up on the notice board about like a talent show or a festival, and they needed like performers. So we can kind of have assumptions about what's going to happen is the band is going to perform at Hattori's school. And I'm very excited for that. So let's go ahead, let's watch this episode. We are almost done the series, which is very sad, but I'm excited to get into this one and see what happens. So let's watch it, and I'll give you guys my thoughts afterwards. Also, I apologize for this opening part. For some reason, it glitches every time. I've tried to restart multiple times. So she's having like her fantasy about what will happen. Come on, don't act like we don't all have these internal dreams and like we make up these situations in our head. Yeah. And I bet Hattori's not going to bring it up once about having her concert play or her band play a concert. It's probably going to be Ita who's going to bring that up. Why? Why does that happen? Every time there's a festival, there's always a maid cafe. Every time. There you go. That would be kind of cool, especially if the festival takes place kind of near Halloween. Oh, wait, was that like a dream with it was like a dream within a dream? Here we go. Perform on the second day of the Culture Festival. This is what she wanted the whole time. She actually has a band this time. But yeah, like actually thinking about doing it and actually doing it are two very different things. Come on, do it. Do it. We know she will. Come on, no. No, what are you doing? Like, that's great exposure. Oh, no, Atori. Well, I mean, come on, we know she's gonna do it. If she doesn't do it, Kita's going to, Okay, so she collapsed, and hopefully they're like, oh, wait, she's got this thing in her hands. It's an application. Let's put it in. And then she'll be like, wait, I didn't actually mean to do that. I know there's a joke about like artists with exposure, being paid in exposure, but it's not just about exposure. It's about her like achieving her original goal, which was to play at her school. I love how now she's like, I'm a professional. This is beneath me. But I think it's just like a mental block. Like it's one thing to play for mostly strangers, but to play for people like in her school that know, maybe not know her, but know of her, that's different. Like if she totally bombs, that'd be awkward to go back to school the next day. This whole episode is going to be her trying to convince herself to apply and then telling KESSOKU Band about it. Like, hey, also she probably maybe should run it by them first. Be like, hey, I got us signed up to play at the festival. By knowing them, they would just be proud of her that she took that step. Oh, I guess she didn't submit it. I was hoping that they would take it from her. I'm surprised that Kita wasn't one to bring it up to Hattori that we should do this, but maybe Hattori or maybe Kita is just like respecting her decision to be like, I won't pressure her. And she's so sweet. It's just so hard to see her like push people away. Right? She's got a one up on them. If anything, she's probably one of the most talented people. Right? Exactly. Ah, that's so frustrating to watch. Yeah, right? Exactly. What year did she say? She's third year? There we go. Now they know about it. Now they can all try and convince her. She's a hipster like that. Right? Exactly. I love how she's making all these assumptions. I bet she go like I is the word I'm thinking of. I doubt that she goes to culture festivals unless she's forced to. And look at that. Look, Rio, I love how she's respecting her opinion. Oh. Yeah, every time they say this, it does make me think about high school and like I do regret not putting myself out there more because man, those high school years do go by so fast and then you kind of think back and you're like, oh, what could I have done differently? Ah, yeah, she's thinking the way I was thinking. Like she's afraid that if she messes up, that's gonna follow her the rest of her high school years. Like I love how she's like making her story in her head about how things are gonna go, just to try and like make herself feel better about not doing it. Oh, she turned it in. All right, sorry. There might be a little bit of a discrepancy here because my webcam cut off. So this is where, yeah, this is where I left off. Oh my god. What is that, Picasso? She's going full on Picasso here? She's going to the screen. And she's dead. Where'd they get a coffin? Love how she's like upgraded from the garbage can. I'm a criminal. I haven't seen her in a while. She'll probably try and convince Satori to go through with it. Oh, wow. She's gonna be like, just get drunk. Oh, is she actually paying her back? Oh, wow. Oh, with tickets. Oh, well, there, that's cool. See, like, her band. They're so focused on KESSOKU bands that I was like, it'd be cool to see the other band. I mean, yeah, yeah, literally, I was like, you borrow money from a teenage girl. Don't brag much. And yet you still have to borrow money? Yeah, just a mooch. So either she actually makes a lot of money and just mooches off of people. Oh, okay, well, that answers that question. Oh, hint, hint at Rio. Damn, I want to be as badass as Nijika's sister. I love that she looks out for Hattori. I wonder if there's a reason that she started drinking so much. Other than maybe she just got a little bit too into the rock life. Hiroi. Hiroi? I will never remember her name. Yeah, like I said, I'm excited to see like another band play. Is it just like it's a little too hardcore? This is like a true like grunge rock, whereas Starry might be like a little bit more might be a little bit too hardcore. Old, old. It's 37. It's not that much older than me, as sad as this to admit. I like how she kind of looks a little bit like Rio, and then there's the blonde girl who looks a little bit like Mijika. See, she just made assumptions that they're all scary people. But I'm sure there's at least some scary people. But she ended up in a punk rock band instead. Gotta put on that cool air. There we go. So she's not like smart in like the school sense, probably just because it doesn't interest her, but she's like hyper focused on stuff that she's interested in. Maybe she's like, I've been introduced to a whole new version of music. Mind blown. That's the thing, like she just looks like a complete disaster off stage, but on stage, like in her element. And the thing is too, right, because she was so shy, she would never go to like clubs and stuff, so she didn't really get to see live performances despite loving music. She's like, I want to do that too. It's cool that like everybody's giving kind of their opinions about why they started playing in a band. Oh yeah, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. And then it got a little bit too much. No, I was like, all the rest of the stuff sounded good except for that last part. I gotta pay for that. Yeah. Damn, $1,000 for one little hole. You know, at first I thought that was my stomach grumbling because I am a little hungry. Aw, that's so sweet. And then Keats is probably already gonna shine, right? Because she's popular and she's just got that energy. Oh, is she like a little upset? What's this about? What's up? What? Oh, I thought she was maybe upset about the guitar solo thing. Look at this. I love this. They have like they have their little bumps, but they forgive each other and they admit to their faults. I love how quickly they get over these little things and they see why people do that. Aw. I love how it's like she didn't even want to perform for herself. She wanted to perform. She wanted it to be for her. Look at that. Like she's so nice. And she probably wants to practice because she really wants to make her shine. Like this is I feel like this is all for Hitori, not for them, but for her. What? Oh, what? Oh, okay, that's one way to end it. Do they mean by makeup lessons, do they mean like learning to put on makeup or makeup like schoolwork? Did she, what happened? Did she just run off? Was the pressure too much for her? Interesting. Okay, so probably the next episode is going to be Operation Find Bocchi. That was another cute episode. I love how everybody was rallying around her. All right, so as I expected, this episode is kind of like the precursor to the Culture Festival, which is going to be, I assume, like the very last episode. That's going to be like the big event. Like I said, a lot of cute moments with everyone like rallying around, like wanting to do the Culture Festival because they think it's going to be good for the band, that it's going to be good for Bocchi, but they understand that they didn't want to put the pressure on her, so they felt guilty. And I really love that moment where Kita, like, she couldn't keep it to herself. She admitted that she wanted to play the culture festival and she kind of went behind her back, but uh, admitted to her faults. And then Bocchi Hattori just being like, thank you for doing that because it gave the push. You know, otherwise I wouldn't have done it. I would have just let it pass me by and probably had regrets later. So I like that they don't even really have like issues, but like these little things pop up and everybody just kind of like ask for forgiveness if they think that they did something out of line, and then they get forgiven easily and they just move on. It's just really, I just really like their whole thing, their just whole dynamic. And speaking of the dynamic, I also loved that we actually got to go to Hiroi, I forgot her name, the drum girl. Got to go see her band and just seeing how like it looked like it was this really underground grunge kind of scary dirty club, and then everybody was actually super nice. And like getting to see Hattori experience a different type of music and experience like live music. And I'm not a big live music person myself because I don't really like super loud events and like being crowded and stuff, but the times I have gone to see live music, it just does hit different. So for someone who is like into that scene, I can imagine like that's like a life-changing experience. And she just got a lot of like really good positive feedback and like advice from everybody. And I just thought that little moment with her and Hiroi was really sweet when she talked about how, like, you know, she was kind of the same way in high school. And we see why she drinks. It was to kind of calm herself down because she used to be the same as Hattori. She would be nervous about this stuff. So hopefully Hattori will not go in the same way. But yeah, ending with the discovery that Bocchi and Hattori is missing. I'm sure things will be wrapped up, but it seems like the next episode might be like the band going around the city trying to find her, and like, why did she disappear? Like, what's happening? Did the pressure get to her? What's going on? It might be a misconception. Maybe they think that's what it is, and they're going to feel like upset, and they're going to feel guilty, like, oh no, we drove her to run off. But maybe it's something completely different. Maybe she's, I don't know, maybe she's going to different like clubs and stuff, and she's like wanting to be the best she can be, and maybe she's like, I don't know, training. She's going through like a training arc. I don't know, but I'm excited to see like what's going on there, like what happened to her, why is she missing, where'd she go, what's gonna happen. And then of course we're gonna end off with the big concert at the end. And will KESSOKU band, will they like bring it, or will they bomb? We'll just have to wait and see. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned next time for episode 11. Until then, bye. Special shout out to my top tier patrons: Emily Hornsby, Zoran Ether, Revealing Storm, Asborn Kennedy, Icognito, and Harry Gazif.